We are live from Shawnee as the Shawnee Renegades will host the Winslow Eagles for a boys varsity basketball game. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Jacob Millard, color commentator, Jim Lagrana. Joe, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, the Eagles of Winslow uncharacteristically coming in here at this game with only 3 wins. Last couple of years, they've really been excellent. Maybe it's just one of those years. However, Shawnee, on the other hand, they had a down year last year. They've turned things around. They're coming in with an 8-4 record. Usually when these two teams get together, we have a fairly good game. We'll see what happens.
Well, Joe, that's what I want to find out. We'll be back right after this.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Comegno Law Group, providing thorough, responsive, and committed legal representation. 856-234-4114 or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford, for parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK Menu or on the web at ZallieFamilyMarkets.com. As the official orthopedic partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, Villanova Wildcats, and Lenape School District, Rothman Orthopedics is proud to treat the superstars of today and tomorrow. Your mobility is Rothman's mission. RothmanOrtho.com. Dan Higgins Wood Flooring Warehouse, your hardwood flooring specialist since 1985. Flooring showroom located in Medford, New Jersey. On the web at danhiggins.com. Paradise Solar and Electrical LLC, your trusted electrical and solar contractor in New Jersey. 609-801-2420 or online at paradisesolarllc.com. The Chris Murray Mortgage Group, proud graduate and supporter of the Lenape Regional High School District. 609-922-2630. Three-dimensional physical therapy. Dedication, drive, difference. At 3D PT, we see more than your injury. We see your comeback. With one-on-one care and a recovery plan built just for you, we'll help you heal faster, move better, and get back in the game. Experience the 3D PT difference. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV. Today.
So we're going as we go here, folks, if you can even hear us.
Welcome to Shawnee High School for today's divisional matchup between the visiting Winslow Eagles and your Shawnee Renegades.
We have no water.
Let's welcome the starting lineup for the Eagles. Number 2, Jakai Moore. Number 3, Wade Hendricks. Number 10, Emmanuel Harris.
1, 2, testing, folks. We have some technical difficulties here that we're just trying to figure out. Sorry, apologize for that, folks. Still just trying to figure stuff out here as they're just announcing the starters of today's game. We should have a good one here, though, folks.
Now the lineup for the Renegades.
As here comes the Renegades lineup.
21, Mason McGovern.
Mason McGovern, actually a freshman guard who has 90 points so far this year. So he is definitely one of the better people out there for this Shawnee team.
Number
Chase Jakubowski, a senior forward, 49 rebounds. He is a senior presence on this team. They do their little pregame ritual. We'll stand by for the national anthem. All right, folks, and that was our national anthem. And we seem to have fixed the audio issue.
Well, had to be my audio issue, right? You guys didn't want to hear me anyway. Hey, we can hear you loud and clear now. Thank you.
Everything is back to normal. So we are soon to be set underway here, folks.
As I said in the pregame, very uncharacteristic for Winslow team to have only three wins coming in here. They're 3-8, and Shawnee actually turned it around. They had a tough year last year. They're coming in at 8-4 as we're getting ready for the tip-up. And our play-by-play man, Jacob Millard. Take it away, Jacob.
Take it away, I shall, as Winslow will take possession of it first. That will be number 3 for Winslow, Quad Hendricks. Hendricks just bouncing it around a little bit. Passing it around, looking for a clean shot. Pass it back to Hendricks. Hendricks passing it to Jakaya Moore. Moore to number 11, Ibrahim Smith. Back to Hendricks. Hendricks is going to try and just shoot one up, and that one goes a little far. And now Shawnee will run up with it. That's number 21 of the Renegades, Mason McGovern, that freshman I talked about. Now passing it around. Now this has another for 1, Joy Cleaver. Cleaver passing it to Lucas Solomon. Solomon to Jake Jones. Jones back to Cleaver. Cleaver back to Jones. A little bit of a loose ball there. Now that's picked up by number 3, Quad Hendricks. Whistle blown, though, which calls the play dead.
It's probably going to go against number 21, Mason McGovern. And it is his first and the team's first of the quarter.
And now that will be number 11, Winslow, who has it. Ibrahim Smith passing it to inside the paint. Here could be the first points of the game, but off the rim. Winslow gets the rebound, though. That's number 21 of Winslow with the rebound, Vince Naimi. Ends up passing it back to Quad Hendricks. Passing it to Smith. Smith runs it up, and that one off the rim, off the backboard. But the rebound, the second rebound, the third rebound, folks. This is what you count your sheep for, but it gets stolen away in the end. Shawnee with great defense there. And now Shawnee has it. Opportunity to turn this into some points. No points here within the first 2 minutes of game clock here. And now driving inside the paint, and that's an easy rebound for number 21, Mason McGovern. 2 points for Shawnee, and Shawnee's the one to strike first in this game.
That's a good drive there by Mason. And I hope I'm not going to call him Mitch, which is his dad's name. I know very well. I wonder what the over and under it is, and you messing that up.
Ibrahim Smith, that one rims out, and now Shawnee has it once more. They're going to try and make this into 4 points. Passing it around outside the paint, and that's inside the paint. Joey Cleaver, that one, and that one will just, again, rim out, and great defensive work there by Mason McGovern, our lone point scorer, but a bit of an awkward pass there, and that's an easy layup for number 3, Quad Hendricks, and just like that, Winslow answers back.
I see a lot of palms up after that one, and I wasn't sure if that was going to get called or not, and it didn't.
And now here's number 3 running up with it, Lucas Solomon. A nice shot there, and that's nothing but net for who else than Mason McGovern. Now has all 5 of Shawnee's points. Quad Hendricks taking it slow to take a breather, passes it off to Ibrahim Smith. Smith to Moore. And the refs will call.
He stepped out of bounds, I believe. It's going to go to Shawnee. Mason McGovern bringing it in for the Renegades.
And to guard McGovern is Ibrahim Smith. McGovern is able to get it off to Solomon. Solomon back to McGovern. McGovern going to try and run it out. Back to Cleaver. Still passing it around, keeping it outside the paint, and there's some collision that the refs call.
Looks like it's going to go against number 10, and we do not have a number 10 on our list. Sorry, folks. Anyway, it's his first, the team's first.
Lucas Solomon now with it, passes it off to Jake Jones. Jake Jones going to try and drive inside the paint maybe. Nope, elects to pass it back off to, that is number 21, Mason McGovern.
And Mason stepped out of bounds right before he tried to make a move, so it's going to go to the Eagles.
Very defensive game so far here, only 7 points scored total. Quad Hendricks trying to get his guys into formation. Beautiful pass off to Smith. Smith back, and that one hits the rim. Jakaya Moore tried to tie this game back up. Unfortunately, just sails a little high.
That's going to be the first foul on Joey Cleaver, push off, and the team's second of the first quarter.
So that will give Winslow a second chance of life here. This to Smith. Smith back to Hendricks. Hendricks looked like he was going to take a shot, but passes it off, and that one almost goes in, but with the rebound, Winslow really controlling the rebound game. Smith. Still passing it around. Hendricks has a shot for 3, and what a leap there by 35 of the Renegades.
Well,
Chase
Winslow had about,
Jababowski.
but Winslow had about 3 or 4 good looks, just not finding the bottom of the net right now.
And with that great rebound by Shawnee, now the Renegades have a shot to get maybe 2 more as this gets driven inside the paint, and a easy 2 points for Lucas Solomon.
Again, great control, taking their time, saw an opening, and a great layup there by Lucas Solomon.
Winslow now thinking that they need to answer fast. Hendricks looking for something he likes to see. Will like to pass it off to Smith. Smith backs up for going forward a little bit. Now passing off to number 12, which bounces just off the rim. And we unfortunately do not have a number 12 here, folks.
What are they doing to us? We need all the help we can get here.
And we Must have missed something there. Guess that Winslow stole right back, and I think that was number 3, Quad Hendricks, with that layup. It puts Winslow back within 3. 3 puts them back within 3. Mason McGovern now. He's thinking about what he wants to do. He'll just pass it off, little Statue of Liberty pass there, and a shot, and that one almost goes in. And now Winslow trying to capitalize off this momentum. Jump shot from 12, and that one is sunk. So 12 with 3 points. Ties the game up for Winslow. And now look out for the speed of Solomon. He'll pass it to Yakubowski. Only messed that up another 3 more times. And McGovern pushes it inside the paint to pass it off to Jake Jones, and Jake Jones sinks that one in.
Jake Jones just recently got his 1,000 point here for Shawnee. He's coming in as the leading scorer with 145 points.
Hendricks taking things slow. Ball's dropped by 12. He's able to pick it back up, and he'll go for another 3, and that one is sunk in Winslow.
We're going to have to find out his name. He's scoring too many points to just keep on calling him number 12.
And for the first time in this game, with 28 seconds left to go, Winslow holds the lead. And someone on there takes a tumble.
I believe that's going to be on number 3, Quad Hendricks. That's his first and the team's second of the quarter.
So now to pass it in is Mason McGovern. Passes it off to Jack Bryson. Bryson to Solomon. Solomon to McGovern. Passing it around midcourt. Now they're going to try and drive it in. Tries to juke out Hendricks. Still keeping it around midcourt. They have 6 seconds left to go. They got to get a shot off, and there's some great defense by 10, denying it. And there you have it, folks, with a little over a second left. Great defense there by Jakaya Moore. And number 10.
Yeah, smothering defense there. Renegades couldn't get anybody open. They have 1.2 seconds here.
So they try to get off the jump shot, but that one rushed and doesn't quite make it. So your final score after the first quarter is Winslow 10, Shawnee 9. And real quick, folks, we're going to go now to the keys of the game. It is now time for Equitable Keys of the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance and annuities and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable. Together, we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. Shawnee wants to contain the basketball.
Okay. Don't think we have audio again. Sorry, folks.
Well, just in case we do, Shawnee wants to contain.
No audio. Can't hear anybody. As we see Shawnee's there.
Soon to start the second quarter here, folks. Pass off there to number 22. That is Jack Bryson. Uses the ball and a little trip and a tumble there. It's picked up by Chase Yakubowski. throw in by Shawnee. This is to number Mason McGovern to Jack Bryson. Back to McGovern. McGovern looking for an open window to shoot. Now it's to Cleaver with an easy layup. That's number 21, Mason McGovern. Gets another 2 points, puts Shawnee back on top.
Get another 2 points for Mason McGovern. And I think we're back live again. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks.
And we are here now with Quad Hendricks passing it off to Shakaya Moore. Here to Ibrahim Smith. Smith back to Moore. Back to Hendricks. Hendricks backing up, calling for his team. Wants them to step forward. Hendricks tries taking to the paint himself. Will pass it off to Smith. Smith now looking for something in the paint. Will elect for three instead, and he drains that one. And Winslow's now up by 2 here. As McGovern passes it in to Solomon. He'll pass it back to McGovern. McGovern passing it to Cleaver. Cleaver to Jakubowski. Cleaver. Jakubowski calls for it because he has an open shot, and it ties up the game. That was Chase Jakubowski there with those 2 points. That ties the game and keeps it 13-all.
That's good movement there by the Renegades, and a nice give and go, pick and roll. Shawnee picks up 2.
And now there's a great little jump pass there, and an airs it out, and it almost gets it in. And now Quad Hendricks, he's looking for something. He'll elect for 3 now, but that one falls a little short. But Winslow, with their rebound game here, they get another chance at life.
They're certainly winning the glass, that's for sure.
Smith might elect to go for 3, so he passes it off to Hendricks. Hendricks now to Moore. Shawnee's not letting him inside the paint. They try to drive in. Just passing it back and forth. And that one hits off the glass. The rebound attempts doesn't go in. And there's some great defense there by the Renegades, not letting them get 2. And now that is Jack Bryson. Jake Jones now with it. Trying to drive towards the paint, but has to pass it off to McGovern. Excuse me, that's not McGovern, that's Jakubowski. Now this is McGovern. McGovern, a little spin move, and almost works. Tries to put a little spin cycle on, but Winslow isn't falling for it. And now here's a beautiful shot by Ibrahim Smith. And now Winslow's back on top, this time by 3.
Now, as cold as they were the first few minutes of the first quarter, the Eagles certainly warmed up in the shooting department. They take a 3-point lead.
McGovern now, no look pass to Bryson. Joey Cleaver playing keep away to bring it back to McGovern. Jack Bryson doesn't know what quite to do with it. He's been looking at Jake Jones, but he'll just give it off to Cleaver. Cleaver a pass to Jakubowski. Jakubowski to McGovern. Winslow playing great defense here, not giving Shawnee any time to score. And Jake Jones now passes it off to number 22, Jack Bryson. And an attempt there, and that one hits off the glass. And now Winslow has it. They have a chance to extend their lead. Pass off to Moore. Moore skies it for 3. But there's a great rebound there by number 30, Naeem Walters. And now driving back inside the paint. Walters open. He'll elect to pass, though, to 12. But the refs will blow a whistle on that.
Now travel on the Eagles. Number 3, Lucas Solomon, coming back in the game for the Renegades, and also number 25, Jack Davis.
Solomon walking up with it now. Quick pass to Jack Bryson. Jack Davis had it for a second, passing it back to Solomon. Solomon to Jake Jones. Bryson to McGovern, now to Jones, to Solomon. Here comes the three-point attempt, and he makes that with ease. And that is Jake Jones there with those points.
Coming into this game, Jake Jones does lead the team with three-pointers with 24 of them.
You can make that 25. Now Hendricks bouncing it around. Wants to try driving the paint, passes to a wide open Ibrahim Smith, and there he goes. Nothing but net on that.
I believe that's the third 3 for Smith tonight.
Hat trick of threes. And that puts Winslow back on top, 19-16. Renegades need to answer. Pass back to Davis. We're going to take a look at that replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com. This will be the last three-pointer.
That'll be one of the 3s by Smith. Nope.
And a beautiful pass finds Ibrahim Smith open.
Smith. Okay, that was the last one. I believe he has 3 tonight as we have a full timeout. I believe it was called by Winslow. And I believe that was a 30-second.
It is now time for the Johnson Siler Report. Remember your year with a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbook and parent ads available online at johnsons.com.
Thanks, guys. This has been a super close game so far, and I think we're in for even more of a thriller come the second half. During the break, I talked to Coach Fields of Shawnee, and I asked him how he feels the rebounding has been tonight. He told me they've been focusing on it a lot during practice, and he thinks it's been really strong so far. I then talked to Coach Ellis of Winslow and asked him how they plan to continue to limit turnovers. He told me they need to play smart and play together. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Amelia Spratlin. And now Shawnee has it. Going to look for something here.
It's under a minute. They may be playing for 1 here, especially with that tenacious defense by the Eagles.
Solomon passes it. Now back inside the paint for a second. Jake Jones drops it. Now airing it out is Jakubowski, but he airmails that one, and now Winslow has a chance to punish that. Hendricks stands firm. Might be looking for just 2 more points here to end it, bring it into halftime, and, well, be up by 5. I think that's might be what he's doing. He's hovering around half court. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry to shoot, but he'll pass it off to Ibrahim Smith. And now a steal attempt there by Jack Bryson.
That'll be Jack Bryson's first foul. And the team's first of this quarter. Only 5.9 seconds left, the second quarter. As number 10, with a no name, coming back in for Winslow.
Now they might be looking for quick 3 points, but
This time the foul's on Lucas Solomon. Certainly have some to give.
are going to look for a quick three-pointer, but travel called on.
Travel as Mason McGovern coming back in with 1.8 seconds left.
We could see a half-court heave here, Joe.
Well, we've seen it a couple times. Yakubotsky did a couple times this year already. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
See who McGovern looks to pass it to. A beautiful pass, an attempt at a three, but that one goes. That was Yakubowski, but he just airmails that one. So at the half here, it is Shawnee 16, Winslow 19 now. When we were watching the varsity game, we did not expect the score at all, did we, Joe?
No, not at all. And as I said, it was so uncharacteristic for the Eagles to come in. I've seen them through the years. They always had a very, very strong team. And on paper, we said maybe a big win for Shawnee. But as we see the first half, very competitive. Both teams had their times of good looks and scoring. Winslow did have tough time scoring the first couple minutes, but they came alive, and they're taking a three-point lead into halftime.
So at halftime, it is Winslow 19, Shawnee 18, and folks, we'll be back right after this.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Comegno Law Group, providing thorough, responsive, and committed legal representation. 856-234-4114 or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK Menu or on the web at ZallieFamilyMarkets.com. As the official orthopedic partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, Villanova Wildcats, and Lenape School District, Rothman Orthopedics is proud to treat the superstars of today and tomorrow. Your mobility is Rothman's mission. RothmanOrtho.com. Dan Higgins Wood Flooring Warehouse, your hardwood flooring specialist since 1985. Flooring showroom located in Medford, New Jersey. On the web at danhiggins.com. Paradise Solar and Electrical LLC, your trusted electrical and solar contractor in New Jersey. 609-801-2420 or online at paradisesolarllc.com. The Chris Murray Mortgage Group, proud graduate and supporter of the Lenape Regional High School District. 609-922-2630. Three-dimensional physical therapy. Dedication, drive, difference. At 3D PT, we see more than your injury. We see your comeback. With one-on-one care and a recovery plan built just for you, we'll help you heal faster, move better, and get back in the game. Experience the 3D PT difference. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Coming from a small private middle school, I was a little nervous to come to Shawnee, but as soon as I got here, all those nerves vanished. Everybody was so welcoming. Every teacher knows you individually. It's really, really great to be a part of, and I couldn't imagine going anywhere else.
What I love about Shawnee is just the teachers and the meaningful connections I get to make with them every day.
There's always been a great connection between the staff and students here at Shawnee.
They just really care about their students, and it's a nice feeling inside knowing that I'm coming to a school where they care about me.
It's not just school and maybe sports or clubs after school. There's a whole community, a sense of belonging that kids feel that makes you excited to go to school every day.
Our athletic program here at Shawnee is top-notch. You look around the gym, you see state championship banners. Kids go on and play at the next level in college from their athletic programs here at Shawnee.
Friday nights on the turf field are really just There's nothing else like it.
As an athlete, I know how it feels to have the whole school come to your games and just cheer for you. You feel really supported, and it's really great.
Teachers will come, they'll bring their kids out. It just seems like everyone is rooting for Shawnee.
We even have esports if you're not interested in playing on the field or on the court. It's really great.
All right, folks, and we are back. Hope you enjoyed your halftime. So I know we enjoyed ours.
Yeah, we should say that Shawnee is coached by Dylan Fields. We are going to go to replay instead. We'll get back to that.
Let's take a look at that replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com. Take a look at that. Sinks in that
First three by Mason McGovern. That was early in the game. And of course, number 11, Abraham Smith, had 3 threes, and you're probably going to see one here. And that was number 12. And we did find out that number 12 is Jameer Keys, and number 10 is Emmanuel Harris. So we got that straightened out.
And now we are live here with the second half of this game in the third quarter, and an immediate shot by Winslow. And they get that rebound. Now passing it to Hendricks. Hendricks passes it from within inside the paint to outside the paint, but tries to drive it inside the paint, and there's a rebound, and there you go, folks. The third quarter starts out strong. Winslow, number 10, Emmanuel Harris. That's right, folks. You forgot who number 10 is. He scores yet again, and that puts Winslow up by 5. Shawnee now desperate for an answer. Shawnee now passing it around. Back to Cleaver. Cleaver now inside the paint. Tries to put one up there, and it just hits the rim, and now Winslow with an opportunity for it. And it looks like there, Ja'Kiah Moore just lost the ball there or something, slipped out of his hands. And there's that three-pointer that sails wide. And now there is an attempt there, but doesn't go in, and traveling is called by the refs. Pass in by McGovern, intercepted by the Eagles, and now the Renegades.
I believe we're going to have a foul on Winslow. I believe that was number 3, Hendricks. His second foul, first of the quarter.
And with the attempt at a 3, that was Cleaver. He tried at it. A little upset that he didn't get it, as the score still says 21-16, Eagles lead. I guarantee you many Eagles fans were still scored the 49ers game a couple weekends ago. Now the Renegades run up the court with it, and with that, Shawnee scoreless streak is over. They put 2 on the board. That was Jake Jones.
The 7th point for Jake.
And now Shawnee claws back within 3. Winslow passing it around. That one gets airballed, but great save by Moore. And the Renegades recover that one. Renegades now have it. Just passing it around. Gets tipped from inside the paint. Cleaver with a great pass to McGovern. McGovern to Solomon. Solomon to Jones. Renegades looking for something. Cleaver passes to inside the paint. Back to Cleaver. He goes for three. Hits off the rim. And now running back up with it is Claude Hendricks. Hendricks with a beautiful shot will put 2 on the board for Winslow and keep the lead at 5 for the Eagles. Now the Renegades passing along. Cleaver has it. He'll pass it off to number 35, Jakubowski. There we go. That's Cleaver who ends up with the point. And yet again, Shawnee has it within 3.
That's great ball movement there by the Renegades. Hit the cutter.
And that 3 almost makes it. 10 almost had the rebound. Emmanuel Harris almost got that rebound, but Renegades have it. Now they have a chance to cut the deficit to 1 or even tie it if they try to go for 3. And it looks like they're trying to look for a 3-pointer here. McGovern passes to Cleaver inside the paint, and he will sink that one. So now Shawnee's deficit is only 1 point. Now Hendricks will toss one up there. Great rebound play there by Chase Jakubowski. McGovern hovering around midcourt, passes to Solomon. Standing firm, finds an open Jones, and it bounces off. Who gets the rebound? And it's Winslow's ball, but stolen back by Cleaver until the rest blow the whistle dead. Ibrahim Smith potentially gets that foul called on him.
Yeah, it's on number 11, Ibrahim Smith, his first foul, the second foul, team foul in this quarter.
Bryson now passing around to McGovern, back to Bryson. Bryson to Solomon. Bryson looking for something. And that ball, he gets a shot at it, and that one rims out. More outstanding rebound play by these Winslow Eagles as they now have a chance at it. And that ball falls short.
It's in the act of shooting, so he will have 2 shots. Fouls on Jack Bryson, his second.
And with 2 penalty shots here, Winslow misses his first. Ibrahim Smith trying for a second, and he gets it. And that puts the Eagles up by 2. Renegades take it past midcourt. Passing it back and forth around midcourt. Now pass it to McGovern. McGovern to Bryson. Bryson finds Cleaver. Cleaver, and that almost goes in. But great rebound play by the Renegades. Cleaver can get another shot at it, and he makes it in. His redemption arc.
Great rebound, and again, looking for the open man. Joey Cleaver's coming in here this quarter with 6 points. Turn this game around.
And now it's tied 24-all. Hendricks fakes a shot, passes it off to number 12, Jameer Keys. Just misses the basket though, and now Renegades have it. Renegades could take their first lead since the first quarter. Cleaver with a shot.
Oh,
Cleaver
good look.
almost gets it. And now Ibrahim
Offensive foul against the Eagles.
Ibrahim was really picking up steam there, but just bowled over Joey Cleaver, and that's going to be a foul. That stops the clock with 1:01 left.
Again, that was against Hendricks, his third.
Bryson to Cleaver, Cleaver to Jones. Renegades are definitely sharing the ball. Cleaver now inside the paint, might be looking for a shot, drops him momentarily. And now here's Moore with an opportunity for it, but he will miss the shot. But there is Emmanuel Harris for the rebound to recover. And Winslow restakes their claim for the lead with just under 30 seconds here left to go in the third quarter. Jones looking for something to do with it. He'll pass it off, a little inside the paint pass, and that one gets stolen from Jake Jones. Now there's a foul call.
And one.
As that shot did not count. Or no, it did count. Pardon me, folks.
It's fouled by number 2, Jack Bryson. That's his second.
And there's Quad Hendricks, who sinks in his free foul throw. And now is looking for something, and that one will just hit off the backboard. So there you go, folks. At the end of this third quarter, Winslow still retains the lead, 29-24.
Well, Jacob, there was like 3 timely buckets there by Joey Cleaver. Unfortunately, last minute of that quarter, Shawnee had 2 untimely turnovers and a foul with a 1-and-1, and that let Winslow come back with 5 unanswered points late in the third quarter. They're holding that 29-24 lead. And we should say that Shawnee's coached by Dylan Fields. It's 2 years. He replaced the legendary Joe Kessler, who is now coaching Egg Harbor Township. He's assisted by J.R. Gillern, Ken Caluzzi, and Matt Thomas.
And we're going to take a look at a replay here, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com.
Here's a replay here. I don't know if your mic is working there. That was the, again, the foul, and one shot by Winslow. And again, they're holding a 29-24 lead. And I'm not sure Jacob's headset and microphone is working here, so if you can come down, because there's no way I could do play-by-play. I'm too old.
My headset has not been working since the third quarter. We have now switched headphones, folks, and now my headphones work just fine. Would you look at that?
We just switched headphones and they're working fine. Why didn't we do this earlier?
Well, folks, we figured out the issue.
Mason McGovern.
And Mason McGovern starts it off. Now within 3 points. Pass off to number 10. Looking around for it. Hendricks. Fakes him out a couple times, looking for something. And a pass off, and that's a foul.
Yeah, it's a hands-on. Again, that's Jack Bryson. I believe that may be that's his third. I thought it might have been his fourth. But that's his third, and the team's first of the fourth quarter.
And now to pass it in is Ibrahim Smith. Smith passing it off to Hendricks. Smith looking to go inside the paint, denied by the Renegade defense, has to pass it out to number 3, Quad Hendricks. And here's an air ball, and that one gets sunk. That's number 12, Jameer Keys.
see if Renegades can take advantage of that and cut into the 6-point lead.
Well, they definitely got to do something here, Joe, or else their odds here aren't too great. As they're passing around outside the paint, probably looking to sink a three-pointer, cut the lead in half.
Certainly need some points and certainly not any kind of a turnover.
But they'll drive it inside the paint, and there's a layup.
Looked at Chase Yakuboski got that after some good passing there and ball control. And as a result, we have Shawnee calling a 30-second timeout. I believe both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. Why don't you mention the coach of the Winslow team while we have a second?
And for the Winslow Eagles, their second-year head coach is Art Ellis, assisted by Fitzgerald Benson and Mike Scott. His coaching record here is 2-7. He was hired halfway through the year. As their last year record was 18-1. As that buzzer's loud.
Well, we certainly know our headphones are working now.
All right, folks, I need to hear anyway.
Ay. All right, 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. Eagles up by 4.
If only that happened against the Niners. And there's a great interception there by number 3, Lucas Solomon. Solomon now has an opportunity, but he'll elect to pass it off instead to Cleaver. Cleaver rushing inside the paint. Yakubowski passing it off to Solomon. Solomon to McGovern. McGovern back to Yakubowski. Yakubowski to Jones. Lollygagging around the outside paint. Looking for a good shot. Finds one inside the paint. And there's a great rebound attempt by Yakubowski. Second time's the charm, and he gets it in. Yakubowski, another 2 points, and they're slowly but surely chipping away at this deficit. Now it's Winslow 32, Shawnee 30.
And again, great ball moving by Shawnee, looking at the open man.
Speaking of open man, there was a great 3-point opportunity there by Ibrahim Smith, just missed his mark. Renegades now hope to capitalize. And there's a 3-point attempt, and that one almost gets in.
I think we may have over the back here by Winslow.
Number 3, Lucas Solomon, almost gets 3. It almost gives Shawnee their first lead since the second quarter.
That was on number 21, Vince Nemaya for Winslow. That's his first.
Renegades now have it. Solomon looking for something. Pass to Jones. Jones fakes it. Now he's going to pass it out to Yakubowski. McGovern now looking for something to do with it. Cleaver passes to Yakubowski. A wide open Solomon!
Oh.
And it almost gets in, but the rebound with the second attempt at life. Third attempt at life. He'll get it eventually, and it does! There's Yakubowski, the rebound king, and he puts Shawnee tied with Winslow with just over 4 minutes left to go here in the game. Winslow just trying to pass it around here a little bit. Hendricks passing it off, ends up back in Hendricks' hand. He's hovering around mid-court. Now to Smith. Smith back to Hendricks. They're playing catch. Back to Moore, back to Hendricks, back to Smith. Winslow looking for a good shot. Haven't seen nothing they liked. Now they find Smith out in the open, and he sinks one. Winslow back up by 3. Smith has shot nothing but threes. And that rhymes, folks. And here's a retaliatory 3 And a great rebound attempt. Ford gets a second chance, and he gets it through. 35 lit the fuse, and boom goes the dynamite.
Jake Jones from downtown after a great rebound there by Chase Yakuboski.
And now Hendricks is going to try to drive it in. A pass off to number 21. Bounces off the rim. Who's going to get it? Ball rolls out of bounds. That was Vince Niami there with the attempted shot.
Number 10, Emmanuel Harris, coming back in for the Eagles with 2:48 left. We're tied up, folks.
This is turning out to be an amazing game. Pass off to McGovern. McGovern to Solomon. McGovern has it now again. Looking for a good shot. And a pass off to Yakubowski in the paint, and he gets it in. And for the first time since the second quarter, Shawnee has the lead, 37-35.
Great assist there by Mason McGovern. And I haven't called him Mitch all night.
His parents will love that, and he'll love his performance as they find a wide open Eagle, but he elects to pass it to his teammates. Now driving it in is Hendricks, and Hendricks knocks one in, reties the game back up, and we got a nail biter here, under 2 minutes left to go. And now here's a shot, and that one goes in.
Raining threes.
Jake Jones unassisted, and he puts Shawnee back up by 3.
Looks like we're going to get a foul against Shawnee. I believe against Solomon. Yes, that's his second.
Winslow now, minute 28 to make something happen. Ibrahim Smith drives it up. Pass falls short. Rebound recovered by Harris. And Harris will knock it in. Renegades looking to chew up as much clock as possible. A pass off to Jake Jones. Jake Jones running it in. Gets shoved a little bit. Refs don't call it. McGovern backing it up. Pass to Jones. Jones running it back. Jones now running it in. And McGovern loses the ball.
Yeah. And I thought there was a foul on that, but not called. And it goes out of bounds. It goes back to the Eagles. Certainly Shawnee didn't want to do that. We got hip check. You see Dylan Fields pointing to his hip, and I have to agree with him.
The refs will let this one play out now as Ibrahim Smith passes it off.
They may be playing for one here, down by 1.
And a pass attempt to number 10, and he sinks it in. Now under 20 seconds left, running block. Shawnee needs points now. Cleaver over to Jones. Jones.
Going to get a timeout by Shawnee with 13.2 seconds left. 1.
With just under 14 seconds left to go. We got a full timeout. And this one has turned into an amazing game.
And maybe the Shawnee dance team here will give the Renegades some luck with the short amount of time here.
Maybe they will.
Down by 1.
2 points is all they need. Will the Winslow Eagles continue to be the Renegades' kryptonite?
And coming in, the Winslow does have 4 fouls to give. They only have 1 team foul in this fourth quarter. So you may see some fouls here by Winslow.
Make sure to check out the next Unified Basketball game. Make sure to check out the next Unified Basketball game. It's the Seneca Golden Eagles at the Lengthy Indians. Make sure to visit at www.com/letv.org.
13.2 seconds, folks. Renegades down by 1. They have the ball.
Solomon passes it back. Now a little spin move there by McGovern. And there's a trip there, not called. And it will give Winslow the ball.
Wow.
I believe that was McGovern who tripped up there. Shawnee is trying to argue that Winslow player tripped him up. Renegades will call another timeout.
I believe Winslow called a timeout. I believe it's a 30-second timeout with 7.6 left.
And our announcers for this game were Joe Melagrana, you, Jacob Millard, me, our sideline, Amelia Spratlin, our Option 2 crew, Tommy Alvarez, Christian Barnabra, Napoleon Giuliano, Shelby McElwee, Cade Trazo, David Cornidi, and our crew, John Boyer, our alumni volunteer, Jeff Price. Sorry, Shelby, if I butchered your last name. I only worked with you for a month at Johnson's Farm, making donuts.
There we go. Okay. Winslow with the ball.
And with 7 seconds left approximately here on the game clock.
I believe that was a full timeout.
And I believe you're right.
Okay, the clock here, 7.6 seconds left. Winslow with the ball and the 1-point lead.
And that'll be a huge high court heave. And there's an easy point there for Quad Hendricks.
How do you miss that?
And man, I guess Shawnee was not ready for the long pass there. And unfortunately, with 4.6 seconds, they have the ball. They do have the ball, but now they're down by 3.
So they have to shoot 3 here to tie it. They're not going to be looking for anything in the paint at all. They're going to be looking to air this one out.
They may be looking again at number 35, Chase Yakuboski. He had a buzzer beater against Seneca, and he also had, with 3 seconds left, had the winning bucket against Cherry Hill West. So can the Magic continue today? Looking for number 35 possibility to tie this game up. What a great game. Even with our technical difficulties, I think we're going to get through with it.
Well, all it took was switching headsets.
Switch headphones. Of course, we have the different mute buttons now because I coughed last time and I hit your mute button. Never mind, folks. Let's get back to the game.
Yeah. Games of war, not our well-beings. All right, folks, timeout is over. 4.9 seconds left to go is the official time. That gives Shawnee 4.9 seconds to go down the court and attempt at least one three-pointer. Bryson to pass it over. Now there's an opportunity, a pass back, a buzzer beater shot, and that one goes in!
Oh!
You can't make this up!
Number 35 again!
Chase Yabowski sends this game to overtime!
Oh, baby, he banked it! Doesn't matter if you banked it or clean shot.
Oh my God!
As we, holy moly!
That was the most emotion I've ever heard out of you, Joe.
Extra time.
And we're going to take a look at that replay. Sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivyrehab.com. See?
Into the corner, looking for who else? Number 35. The bank is open, folks. We're going overtime. Oh, baby.
What a game this has been into.
Okay, I believe that 5 minutes on the clock, and I believe that each team gets an extra timeout. Okay, it may be 4 minutes.
We'll find out.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Thank you. Here we go.
4 minutes overtime. Tip-off gets away from them. And that leaves 4 minutes on the clock exactly.
Okay, went out of bounds off the tip-off of Shawnee. And Winslow's will be getting the ball first here now.
Pass off to Smith. Smith, Statue of Liberty pass to Hendricks. Hendricks looking for something. Pass it back off to Smith. Smith to Niami. And now Harris back to Niami. Hendricks fakes one out, finds a wide open Golden Eagle, almost steps out of bounds, but is able to pass it out in time. Smith tries to get inside the paint. He will, and that one goes in.
Another open man they hit, and great ball movement there by Winslow. Puts them up 2 in overtime.
Now Shawnee looking to score. And now there's Jones passing it to Solomon. Solomon looking, passing it to McGovern. McGovern to Jakubowski. Back to McGovern. McGovern's going to try and push it in. And
that's going to be on Nemaya. I believe that's his second.
Someone's having fun with the buzzer, folks.
Yeah. They're making sure they got the right person on the foul. And it is number 21, Vince Nemaya. And that is his second foul.
And an errant pass there by Lucas Solomon.
Went off of an eagle, so Shawnee will keep possession.
Now Cleaver looking for something to do with it. He's going to try and look for Jones, but he isn't there. Likes to pass to McGovern instead. McGovern looking for something, anything at all. He tries to drive inside the paint, and it hits the backboard. That's not what he wanted at all. And now here's a layup attempt, and he'll just miss it. Now Hendricks has to back up.
Mason was looking for a foul there. I think a lot of the crowd was also.
Hendricks taking his time. Hendricks passing it off to an open man.
And one.
And he gets there's no foul call on the play, at least on Winslow.
Yeah, it's going to be and one. So 2 points for Vince and the and one on the foul line.
Renegade sideline not happy about it. And Niami knocks one through, and just like that, in overtime, Winslow's up by 5. McGovern looking for something. Passing it off to Solomon. They're driving inside the paint. Another whistle blown. I don't think the Renegade sideline's agreeing with this one. Or I don't know what's happening at all.
Anyway, yeah, neither do I. Anyway, Renegades have possession.
Now to Cleaver. Cleaver with a 3-point attempt, but that one falls short.
I'm sure Winslow's keeping a close eye on number 35. But they have the ball right now. Another long pass. They got that covered this time.
And to Hendricks. Hendricks passing it out to Naeem Walters. Walters to Naomi. To Smith. Smith looking for something. Smith stepped out of bounds.
Now I believe we have a timeout. Winslow calls a timeout. The 30-second timeout. I believe Winslow has 2 timeouts, and Shawnee may be having 3. But yet I'm pretty sure that in overtime each team gets an extra timeout. Not 100% sure on that. And in case 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. Winslow has the ball and the lead.
Winslow passing it off in the hands of Hendricks. Hendricks running up to the paint, and he'll sink one in. Winslow now cracks 50, and this deficit for Shawnee gets more and more, and there's a 3-point attempt, and there's a great defensive move there by Emmanuel Harris, but there's a call for traveling. Ibrahim Smith, number 11 for the Winslow Eagles. Passing it off to McGovern. McGovern looking for something inside the paint, but it'll rim out. And now seconds left to go here, folks, just under 30. And here we'll blow a whistle.
That'll be Lucas Solomon's 3rd foul, I believe, and the team's 4th. That'll be the 5th foul, and that probably going to be 2 shots. Yeah, number 3 will be on the line. Hendricks.
I think that was just some frustration there by
Shooting
Lucas
2.
Solomon. Quad Hendricks misses his first attempt, but he'll get one more. And this one he makes. The gap is now 8 points. And a great defensive play there by Ibrahim Smith. Knocks the ball out of bounds, but stops the clock. Now the Renegades looking for something to do with it. In comes Jake Jones, passing it out to Solomon. Solomon, Jakubowski looking for something. And that one rims out. Jakubowski's second chance, though, and he'll knock that one through. We'll need some real heroics here, Joe.
All right, 4.1 seconds left. Shawnee with the timeout. Somehow we need a 6-point play. Full timeout by the Renegades.
Well, last time this cheerleading squad came out here, we got that insane shot that put it into overtime. So maybe it's good luck for the Renegades.
Somehow 2 threes. You know, that's the math. I know I'm using the new math, so which is going to be difficult. But anyway,
well, Joe, you're a gym teacher, not a math teacher.
That's
so.
right. If it's over 10, I have to take my shoes off anyway. So, former, and it's physical education. Now, gym is the place.
Right.
Just to get that straight.
So, former physical education teacher.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Put some respect on the name. Now Winslow with the ball. I think someone else calls a timeout.
And it was something to do with the clock. I don't know if the clock started and was supposed to start. And anyway, Margaret Fanagikis over there knows what she's doing. So.
And a pass off. And they'll get another foul.
The fourth on Lucas. Again, it'll be shooting 2. They have no choice at this point, even though they're in the bonus. Actually, that was the 5th foul by Lucas, so I take him out of the game for the 2.8 seconds.
And there is Claude Hendricks. Knocks in the first one. And Hendricks knocks in the second one. Now it's just a random attempt here, and the game is over. The heroics for Shawnee to put this game into overtime are all for naught, unfortunately, as it will be Shawnee 45, Winslow 53. Now, like you said, Joe, the records here on paper weren't that good, but Winslow continues to be Shawnee's kryptonite.
Certainly was all Winslow in that overtime. And it's unfortunate, but both teams were coming in here with a two-game win streak, and only one of them was going to go away with 3-game win streak, and it happened to be the Winslow Eagles. And you know, we said in prior that even though on paper it looked like you know, record-wise and everything else, that Shawnee was the favored, and I always said that, you know, these two teams are usually always close, and they certainly didn't disappoint. We actually got the extra overtime period, and Winslow takes the win.
And it's now time for the player of the game. Providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable. Together, we'll build the right strategy for your future. 732-452-7275. Let's send it down to Amelia Spratlin, standing by for the interview.
I'm here with tonight's player of the game, Ibrahim Smith. Ibrahim, how do you think that this game is going to motivate you guys into the rest of the season?
We started off slow, but we just want to keep stacking our wins, go on a run, build off the momentum, and keep winning games, keep playing hard.
And what do you think the biggest factor was for tonight?
The biggest factor was keying in on talking on defense, staying focused, and staying low, engaged, ready to play.
Thank you. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Amelia Spratlins, and of course Ibrahim Smith. Really
again,
did
Smith
deserve that.
had 13 points, at least according to my calculations. He had 4 threes, and I believe, I guess, a foul shot for the 13 points. And a lot of those points were really wasn't in crunch time. Was, if I remember correctly, fairly early in the game when, you know, kind of on the seesaw, and he, Ibrahim Smith making do with those 4 3-pointers for our player of the game.
It is now time to look at the Allstate Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. And here would be that play of the game. Just that
Okay,
great
that was
shot
the
there. That ended
and
up
one I believe that was in overtime. And again, that was number 21, Vince Namai, with the 3-point play there. That was a big turning point in the game. And again, Winslow comes out on top, as you see the score there.
So Winslow would come out on top with Winslow 58, Shawnee 45. Winslow starts the climb to 500. Shawnee snaps their 2-game losing streak. This is the final score. This has been LDTV. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.